Although we do take this wrestling business very seriously, we understand when the industry mourns a loss in its family. And at the time, on behalf of the OTS family, the IWC, and here at the Bebe family, we want to wish the families of Mike Jones, aka Virgil, and Arn Anderson's family. We want to let you guys know that our hearts were with you. And we also want to thank Ollie Anderson and Virgil for the years of entertainment, the years of coming into our homes and entertaining us as fans. You know, we all remember the day when Virgil turned on the Million Dollar Man Ted DiBiase and became his own man. We remember when Virgil showed up on WCW and joined the NWO. I remember Ollie Anderson being one of the originals of the Four Horsemen, along with Tully Blanchard and the Nature Boy Ric Flair, and as well as his brother Arn Anderson. And those memories I will never forget. On behalf of the Bebe family, we just want to say thank you guys for everything that you've done for us, and we're saddened to hear about you guys, about your loss. And to the families of those, we are with you. Feel free to reach out, and you always have our hearts with you guys. Thank you.
In the realm of psychodrama, we only know one thing, brothers. That's right. To give them the flux. To give them the flux.
These rappers is shucking and jiving and stuff, getting themselves in the shit that they can't get out of. Fucking up, here go the flux. A display of lyrics and patterns and rhythms by Side and Young Buck.
For viewers' discretion is only factual, non-fiction, homie. The ruler, the thug sticking out cause you know me. Federal, pimp lock the block, you can't hold me. Situation getting heavy, ammo get low, need my homie, what's up?
When your homie right on you know from the fire. Go with that on these bitches, it's devious as we gon' get on this shit. Let's talk, let's not sit on this shit. We the shit on this shit, they just spit on this
so
shit.
Much psychodramatic, oh havoc, get this bit crazy, the ranger with it, this shit buck inside is the physicist. Belligerent, feel it, cause we ignorant. Nigga, y'all in it, the flux is the subject of weight and adrenaline, the feel a bitch. Side the medic, buck the relic, and drama that did it to him once again. Chance that you get, change in your face, and the blood to the covers, undisputed bitch.
And again, to the end of the pen, be worse than this sin against men. I'm feeling thin. From birth, saw the light of the earth, and I've been fucked up since then. This fusion, clenching, the might get a bitch contusions. This two of Chicago's fucking gruesome.
And now, here are three guys who will tell it like it is, like it was, and how it should be. BiggOh, Hologram, and BiggOh Smart are gonna give you the news and rumors. Welcome to the BiggOh Wrap-Up, right here on YouTube. And like BiggOh says, if you got it, spark it.
Before the villain get to kill it.
What's good, everybody? Hope everybody's having an awesome day, man. Welcome to the BiggOh Wrap-Up. This is episode 16, man. Y'all know who it is. It is your boy, BiggOh. And today we're going to talk some wrestling business. You know what I'm saying? All the rumors and news that's going on around in WWE and stuff like that. You know, and we're just going to kick it for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Apparently, I may be solo today. I sent out the links to my bros. Hopefully, they'll see it in their DMs on Twitter or X on Twitter. And, you know what I'm saying? Or Twitter on X, however you want to call it. And hopefully, they'll jump in. But the links are there, guys, if you hear it. Let's see what we got up in here today, man, before we get into it. My boy FMW. What's up, Bebe fan? What's up to you, bro? Hope you're having a good day, man. JP, what's going on? Absolutely. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Press subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and hit that bell for all notifications because you don't want to miss when we go live And we got some lives set up for you guys, man. I'm telling you, here at the BiggOh Resort, we got some lives. Jen, what's going on, Jen? Good to see you. Hey, Patrick Palmer, always throwing the ones up. My boy PC, what's going on, man? How is the BiggOh nephew doing, man? Can't wait to hold the little guy again. Man, hope everything is good. Hope everything is good. That's right, everybody. Everybody say what up. Say what up. Say what up. Hope you guys caught that video in the beginning. It was just a little video I put together for Ollie Anderson and Virgil. May they rest in power, man. It's sad when the industry loses a family member because as fans we all hurt with them. So I hope if they're able, if their families are able to see that opening, that they can get some solace and some comfort out for them. And they're more than welcome to hit us up here at the resort, man. We are, we got open arms. You know what I'm saying? We got open arms. As always, shout out to JD, Jesse, Ticket Drew, Rage, Guardian, the GOC of the IWC, man. Mimo Smart, Funny Rob, baby, Little Montana, Hula Graham, man, Future, the whole crew, man. Shout out to you guys, man. You guys are awesome, man. I love when we all have discussions on the channel, man. It makes it interesting. That Elimination Chamber watch along was absolutely lit, man. And I would do it any other day again with my bros, man, because that was just absolutely fun, man. That was just absolutely fun. As you can see, I'm supporting the team right now. My OKC Thunder, they play San Antonio tonight. Hopefully we get a good W out of that. Man, Gordon Hayward, man, just came onto the squad and just started putting his name back on the map, man. Shout out to my Thunder, man. Hopefully they're watching this too, man, because I'm going to be watching them. But I'll be at work later on today, but I'll be watching them at work. So it's all good. But shout out to you guys, man. If you guys want to support the channel, there's the Cash App down here at the bottom. $4 Horseman 4, you know what I'm saying? Always show your love as we are growing. We are officially at 708 subscribers. We are over that 700 mark, y'all. 292 more to go before we hit that 1K. We can do it. We can do it. The power of the BiggOh family is real, y'all. The power of the BiggOh family is real, man. And we're going to get that 292 subscribers and reach that 1K. And we're going to get them watch time hours up so we can improve on this channel, man. JP, the official new head of HR now. Shout out to Scripps. Y'all make sure y'all go support Scripps Wrestling Federation on YouTube, man. He's taking off, man. Y'all better tag along, man. He's still part of the BiggOh family. He is. He definitely is. So just want to let y'all know. But they're all my platforms on TikTok, BiggOh.gaming on TikTok, True OKC on Twitter and Snapchat, Midmost Mark on Twitter, and Scripps Wrestling Federation on YouTube. And let's not forget about the bro, Funny Rob, BiggOh on all platforms, man. We, the BiggOh family, we're getting up there, man. We're getting up there, man. So, all right. Let's get into this news. Let's talk about Raw for a little bit before we get into the news, I should say. Oh, hey, shout out to Raquel Rodriguez Gonzalez. Man, she has literally this natural look. I love it. I love this natural look. She's not ashamed of what she got going on. Shout out to you, Raquel. You are doing an excellent job with that. Guardian, what's going on? The GOC. Speaking of the GOC of the IWC, ladies and gentlemen, there he is. Everybody say what up to Guardian, man. So let's say what's up to Guardian, man. All right. So, not really much happened. As I mentioned on Rob's channel, that it was going to be an informational channel, informational show for Monday Night Raw. And let me pause right there. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage. Y'all know him as Jeremy, but he is known for me better as my bro from the Mo. He is the Midmost Smart, and he's also an affiliated Swifty fan. Ladies and gentlemen, the Midmost Smart himself is Jeremy. As he his coffee, ladies and gentlemen. Are you trying to give me the people's? Are you trying to give me
What?
the people's? Are you trying to give me the people's eyebrow? It looked like you were trying to give me the people's eyebrow.
No. That was just me glaring.
What's going on, my bro? How you doing, man?
Not much. Sorry, I'm late. Been dealing with a sniffly baby and a sniffly me, trying to basically taking the day chilling.
Yeah,
Just went and got some
hey,
medication.
look,
But
this allergy has been kicking there, but I've been sneezing all week, so it's
bro, it
cedar
went
wood,
from
it's
82
yeah.
Tuesday. It went from 82 to 20 in a matter of fucking hours.
Let's go. We already at the 21. I'm not doing that's Rob's bit. I'm not gonna do Rob's bit. When we get to 28, I'll do that one. That's how I'll do. But yeah, did you catch my intro? Did you catch my opening?
I did not.
Well, you
I'll
know
have
what?
to go back and read.
For those, I'll do it real quick because it's not that long. For those who didn't see it, because I know a few of y'all didn't see it, because I was even late starting the stream anyway. My brother's in town, in there talking to Hoot up with my mom and everything. She's doing so much better, by the way.
We're in
And
22 now.
But here go the intro.
Like
here goes the opening, and I talked about it at the beginning as well. But for those who didn't see it, here you guys go.
Although we do take this wrestling business very seriously, we understand when the industry mourns a loss in its family. And at the time, on behalf of the OTS family, the IWC, and here at the Bebe family, we want to wish the families of Mike Jones, aka Virgil, and Arn Anderson's family. We want to let you guys know that our hearts were with you. And we also want to thank Ollie Anderson and Virgil for the years of entertainment, the years of coming into our homes and entertaining us as fans. You know, we all remember the day when Virgil turned on the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase and became his own man. We remember when Virgil showed up on WCW and joined the NWO. I remember Ollie Anderson being one of the originals of the Four Horsemen, along with Tully Blanchard and the Nature Boy Ric Flair, and as well as his brother Arn Anderson. And those memories I will never forget. On behalf of the Bebe family, we just want to say thank you guys for everything that you've done for us, and we're saddened to hear about you guys, about your loss. And to the families of those, we are with you. Feel free to reach out, and you always have our hearts with you guys. Thank you.
Well done.
For those who didn't catch it, you know, I had to put that out. You know, when we do, I know we touched on it on the episode 15. When we do lose somebody in the wrestling industry, you know, in a way, you know, it hits us. You know, when we lost Bray Wyatt, it hits a lot of people. Some people still refuse to believe that he's even gone. But I am going to start implementing that with the intros and stuff, man. I feel like it's the show of respect from us. You know,
lay over the 10 bell salute.
Yeah, you know, and we do that as well. And for those who can't really say it, we can say it for them. So yeah. So yeah, I wanted to do that. Oh, JP, come on now. I mean, I'm not saying that.
I mean, that was very well done, Otis. Don't get it twisted. That was very good.
I appreciate it. I just wanted to do one in my, you know, in my version, you know, my version, my way. You know, something that we all can kind of, you know. But I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I did it. I wouldn't feel right, you know. But yeah, so I was getting ready to go over Raw. It was just an informational show, you know. It wasn't really a lot of wrestling oriented and stuff like that, you know. Of course, we said Seth came out there, basically said some, you know, risk has to be taken when Drew came out there, and it was a good promo, very good promo between Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre. And Seth was questioning, he doesn't know if his back will hold up. He doesn't know if his knee will hold up. Then he started questioning, well, what if you're wrong, Drew? And I got news on Drew McIntyre right after this too as well. And you know what? And the way that I feel like it's going, and I said it, and it's looking like it's definitely going to go that way, because not only I know this is going to be a banger match. Absolutely, this is going to be a fantastic match. They're going to sell it, but Drew McIntyre is going to win, and here's why: because as of yesterday, Drew McIntyre has re-signed his contract with WWE.
Oh shit! I didn't even know that. I haven't
Yes.
been looking at the news today. That's cool.
Drew McIntyre.
I'll write that.
Hey, Dr. Evil.
What's up,
What's
Doc?
going on, Doc? Dr. Evil, James.
Nothing
Everybody say
about
what's up
Meaty
to
Man.
Doc.
The doctor is in the
Yes,
house.
But yeah, as of yesterday, per PW Insider and Dave Meltzer, Drew McIntyre has resigned his contract, which tells me he's going to win the world title at WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, that's very possible. That makes it. I was kind of waiting on the word to hear what was going to go on, because I mean, everybody's saying that he's upset. Everybody's saying that he's definitely going to be Drew Galloway in the future. If that's going to happen, it's going to be after the next 5 years or so. No, he ain't leaving now at this point. He's
right there.
Yeah,
he's
that
right
is
there.
that is what that says to me, is that they had a whether it was unaddressed or whether Drew was ducking him or what, that just shows that they are in it for the long game with him, and whether they think he can pull them out of a weird spot, considering Punk's not there anymore, or at least not there for the time being. What he's pulled creatively out of his ass, if you ask me, is probably one of the best little shticks that he's had in a long time. It makes a lot more sense that WWE would want to keep that under their banner. Now, keep in mind, he's always been an afterthought, and so them doing this as kind of contingent to everything going on. But my biggest concern still is how long after he picks up the title, if and when that happens, which obviously this is a sign that it's going to happen. How long before they potentially make him only transitional and pass it off to the next person in line? That's my only concern, because Drew's got everything it takes to be a fucking great champion. So
yeah, he does. I don't think Drew McIntyre gets enough credit for carrying the company on his back during the pandemic era, when he won the title from Brock Lesnar in front of nobody.
Right.
When he wants, and I think this will be his moment. He is going to win this championship. He's going to have his WrestleMania moment. However, with him being left out, I don't think up under Hunter, it's not going to happen. Up under McMahon, it did, because McMahon was ready to blast off into the next person as quickly as possible. This is going to be a nice build-up, because you still, and I'm still telling people this, you still got senior money in the bank looming around.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Mm-hmm. You still got senior money in the bank looming around. So when you got Damian Priest, and like I said, that's got to be the first feud for Drew McIntyre after he wins the title. It has to be, because the time is ticking on that briefcase. You only got a few more months before you literally have to either give it back or something else. I don't want Damian Priest, the first winner of the Money in the Bank, to not cash in and have to give it back. I don't want that.
And at this point, they put a lot of emphasis on him being senior Money in the Bank. Whether this is just a bigger story leading into his loss and the downfall of Judgment Day, I really feel like at least Drew re-signing adds a little bit more. I don't want to say predictability, but it takes a little bit of weight off of people's shoulders, wondering what he's going to do and whether he's going to go over at WrestleMania and or any show that they may put him in a high profile match leading up until that time. But yeah, as far as Priest goes, It makes a lot of sense for Priest at this point to be wanting that world title and be feasting after it, and possibly even showing a little bit of contention with Drew up until the fact. I mean, obviously, showing that briefcase in his face, beating him over the head with it, leaving him looking up at the lights a couple times beforehand. I mean, there's a lot of things that you can do about it. As far as making it believable, they've got to show a lot of adversity with the Judgment Day going along with it. And R-Truth, I feel like that's going to be a wild card coming into Damian Priest, whether he successfully cashes in or unsuccessfully. I don't know.
Now the opportunity for him to, the opportunity for him to cash in that Mania is there. And you can still have a feud with them. You can still get Damian Priest the championship after Drew wins it and have a feud and take you all the way to SummerSlam. But
and you see, Dr. Evil Genius just made a point here. Damian is a guy we all should care about more,
but we don't. But we don't.
So, I mean, he's just one of those caveats to a potentially ruin or put over a WrestleMania moment for Drew.
Yeah.
That's it in a nutshell.
And that's going to be hard right there, because if you got Damian Priest who might cash in, the best thing to happen to Damian Priest, JD McHappy Meal.
JD McMee.
Yeah. I got to say, the stuff with R-Truth and Damian Priest, the interaction between those two is absolutely hilarious. I love that too.
Yeah.
I think that was
I was
funny.
wondering how long it was going to last, and they showed it wasn't going to last too awful long, though.
Yeah, I mean, it had its nice little funny stint of it.
Mm-hmm.
I give it what I guess you could say it was placed properly, but now that's over with. That's fine. But
well, even then, leave it to R-Truth to keep things fresh and, I mean, maintain the comedy in something that's supposed to be relatively serious. So
true that.
I don't know.
True that. Like Regeneration X.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right.
I love that. If that's a real shirt, I might actually buy it. But I can see Damian Priest cashing in. I can see a few leading into SummerSlam, to where, again, it still does leave like Drew as an afterthought, because CM Punk is coming back. You're going to hold that title all the way to WrestleMania next year, and then you'll have CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre.
Who?
Phil Brooks versus Drew McIntyre.
You mean Fragile Phil?
Fragile Phil. Damn, I always get that. You and Rob, man. It's hard to keep up with y'all in these names. You, Rob, and Jen.
Fragile body.
You, Rob, and Jen.
Fragile ego. Weak mind. Weak spirit.
Like, Lord, I seriously hope Punk can actually keep himself healthy and just not do nothing, just work at getting better. Like, take some lessons from fucking Charlotte, please. Charlotte.
Well, here's the thing. Since Doc's in the chat, my whole point why CM Punk keeps hurting himself, he didn't maintain his ring readiness throughout that 7 years that he was not actively wrestling. He didn't. Right. He didn't. And I'm kind of particular when it comes to him, just because, like, say, he didn't wrestle for anything this entire time. You won't like the T. Oh well, if you bought a CM Punk shirt, then oh well, that's everybody's problem. Everybody's problem who's got to see it on your stream. No, so he wasn't in the ring actively practicing and maintaining his ring readiness. So that atrophy is a lot of the reason why he's having the problems he is today. Like, say, he broke his foot just being stupid, but then tore his tricep, tore his other tricep. And, like, say, he's not maintaining his ring readiness and all these calluses and making sure that his body can take and withstand all of this, all these bumps. And even then, like, he's trying to get back in shape and be ring ready now. But, like, say, to get to that point requires years and years of just consistency. And he hasn't done like when you take 7 years off and then try and get back into it, like who are you thinking that you're going to have the same kind of athletic prowess and ability that you did before? You may have shadows of it, but it's not going to be the same. And that's exactly what we've seen with Punk's run, especially in AEW. However, it was a fun time. He did have great matches, but we could all see the difference. So that's all I'm going to say about Punk. But he can come back. That as long as he can stay healthy is my big thing. Because I'm tired of people coming in and getting hurt.
I'm pretty sure this time, I don't know why. I just got a feeling that Punk is going to take this a little bit more seriously than he did when he was in AEW.
Well,
so him trying to get his body back,
he was in a lot,
so
it was a lot more lax of a work environment, and like say with the machine that is WWE behind him, yeah, he's definitely probably has a better mindset about it, but he's probably also kicking himself for not staying in the ring, like I was saying.
Absolutely. I know he is. I just know. Just seeing him tweet.
I hate wrestling. I don't want to come back. Never again. And then 7 years later.
Just the stuff he's tweeting, you notice he's just trying to get on every WWE type of show that he possibly can. He wants to be
trying to stay relevant. And
stay relevant.
It's not that power to him, but at the same time, like you're only going to stay relevant for as long as you can actively stay in the ring.
I agree. That foot injury definitely should have been a wake-up call for him. Like spring chicken on Moorfield. All right.
Right.
Love you, bro, but you gotta get back into that voice of the voiceless mindset and get back in shape. Jesus.
Well,
3 weeks in a row, huh?
3 weeks in a row and what have we gotten out of it?
The only thing I want to hear out of Dwayne's mouth is what he said in Cody's ear. At this point, I don't care nothing else. I want to know, what did you say in Cody's ear? When it comes to Cody, I want to hear what did Rock tell you in your ear, and why did you give up your spot, your initial spot? That's the only thing I want to hear. I think I done gotten everything else except that, and that's all I'm waiting. They got 3 weeks. 3.5 weeks to tell us what was going on between the communication with them two. What did The Rock say in his ear? They got 3.5 weeks. And other than that, I don't want no interaction with them. If it's going to be a face-to-face, they cannot be physical. Build this match up right. I don't care if it's Rock versus Cody at night 1 and then Cody versus Roman at night 2. I don't care. Build this match up. Because right now, they're pissing me off by not telling me what the hell did The Rock say to Cody, or Cody is not coming out and saying everything else but what The Rock said to him and why he chose to give up his spot.
I really think a lot has to do with everything. A lot of it has to do with what I'm thinking. Like whether he wins or lose, whether he gets the match at Mania, he's not going to win. And the best point to do it is, even then, that's just me hoping and doing my own fantasy booking, which I really think is a very good, plausible idea. But at the same time, let's build this shit up and make it make more sense. Because at this point, that's the only hole. That's the only hole is what Cody. Right. Fuck your story, respectfully.
Fuck your story.
Roman hasn't finished his story yet. That's my whole thing. And Roman.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
If I'm Roman,
go.
Like shooting from the hip, bro. If I'm Roman, like in IRL, in real life, if I'm Roman and I'm seeing that fucking that third place record that nobody is ever gonna get beyond number 2 or number 1, number 3 that beats out Hulk Hogan. If I'm Roman, I want that shit. And regardless of whether it's in the booking probability or not, that's what I want. That Hulk Hogan status.
So you know what, bro?
I mean,
I'm gonna piggyback off of that. I'm gonna piggyback right off of that.
I'm just saying.
Because the conversation that Seth and Drew had on Monday man, and plus with the other news that I got that I'm finna lay on you guys in a second, says basically told you that you got the it's going to be this and that, me and you WrestleMania, but I need you to be with us and taking out the bloodline. Because if you don't, then guess what? They're gonna come after you and the World Heavyweight Championship next, and then what? It's gonna be your problem.
Well,
basically.
and that's another thing leading into the whole idea that I've been smelling unification coming for miles, and whether it's just going to take that much longer to get there or not, that's still maybe the direction. So I don't know. Happy 420, spark it if you got it. If you in the Midwest, sorry, anybody who's not. Anyway, no. So there's a lot that can still come out of this, and a lot of our booking can still be very much wrong. But I really smell unification on the in the future sometime. They're not given how much they're dealing with Rhea and her side of the world title picture in the women's division. I don't necessarily think that they want to give up those titles, and they want to kind of let them have their run for a little while before they have the unification. But the unification just makes the most fucking sense, because I hate following two world champions on two different shows. I hate it.
I think it's going to happen regardlessly, but I do agree with you, Dr. Evil. I am in that same boat. If it's not number one, then it really don't mean anything. Now it could mean something to Roman to have that number 3 spot, but
well, I mean, third place is before second and before third and before first. He's got to go through third place if he wants to get to Bruno Sammartino level. I mean, and even then, it's yes, it's third place, but realistically, Bob Backlund and Bob Backlund and Bruno Sammartino had such long championship reigns; they are simply unattainable in this generation of pro wrestling. For them to get this close to Hulk Hogan's record with Roman being the tribal chief that he is, and just the godlike persona that he has, there is no other recourse, in my opinion, but to get to that, and then whatever happens after that, he's part-time strictly, and he goes to Hollywood. That's because there's nothing else for him to do beyond that.
It's not.
Like unless he wants to go, for him to want to be the best, he needs to get through number 3. He needs to beat that number 3 record. So I mean, if he should care about third place as well as second and first. But I mean, it just goes to show that they are so close to this record, and for them not to care about it just simply is stupid. It's stupid. Like, why are you going to come up on that? Why are you going to let somebody be champion for this long and not even think about letting him touch this record after Hulk Hogan's made his mark on being fucking canceled and doing everything? I don't know. There's a lot of things. And here's the thing about JD. He sees a lot what he wants to see and how he thinks that the wrestling that he's seeing should be played out. And he misses the mark more often than not, but he's close. He's very close. And just because he's in the business and knows a lot of how the booking nature goes. But it really kind of upsets me that he doesn't necessarily want to address the idea that being the best is, it's not settling for number 3, but wanting to get to number 1. And the whole thing is, he's not ever going to get to number 2 or number 1. So why not just why not have Hulk Hogan and him switch places as with the top with the longest records? I don't know. Whether that's the direction or not they are simply too close to ignore it. And with Cody's situation and and how much history his father has with the title at Madison Square Garden, and their next time there, it's in October after that record should be broken, where Roman is still the champion. It is just fucking apropos. It's poetic. And how people can't see the storytelling And because they're so sick of Roman. They are so sick and jaded of Roman that they don't want to see the bigger picture here. That the bigger of a star and more heights that he achieves, that like say he's still got a glass ceiling that he can break through, but that record is his last achievement.
But you know what? But you know
For
what?
Cody
I'm
to
kind
beat
of,
him after that, good.
oh, but you know, I'm kind of in a way. It's like I kind of it's starting to. I'm not gonna say that it's starting to make sense, but I am understanding it because after what I heard a couple of days ago, the bloodline might be getting a new member by the
Oh,
name
very
of Tama
certainly. They can
Tonga.
keep things fresh. Yep,
By
they
the
can keep
time,
things
by
fresh.
Tama Tonga is on his way to WWE. You want Cody to lose? That's the person to make him lose.
Yep. Yes, Jen. That's exactly what
Yeah,
I'm talking about.
that's the person to make Cody lose at Mania. It would be Tama Tonga.
Hmm.
He come in, you know, he got a RKO like finisher, so I forgot what he calls it. But that'll be the person
Anybody in
if
the
he's
chat, if they know what that is?
the stun gun. I'm sorry, the stun gun.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what it's
stun
called.
gun. That's right.
So
Yes, he is officially with.
he's on his way.
WWE.
He is on his way, but he's going to probably be the newest member of the bloodline. Of course, I didn't read much into it, but I know Tonga Loa, his contract is close to being up to, so he might be
The whole
following
thing
along.
is, if people can wait 6.5 to 6.5 more months, maybe 5, if they're lucky, they'll have some kind of semblance of some of the story coming back together. But Cody, he needs to lose at Mania, back-to-back wins at Royal Rumble, back-to-back losses at Mania, and
But I've
then
always
he
said,
somehow gets the Money in the Bank.
yeah, thank you,
Somehow,
thank you,
by hook or
thank
by
you.
crook.
Thank
By
you.
hook or by
Cody
crook.
has to.
But the
If
whole
that's the
thing
case,
is,
Cody has to somehow get money in the bank. He has to.
but
If that's the case.
this way, Roman is put over as such the unbeatable final boss, and then he finally gets to that record and beats it, and is just enshrined in history as the number 3, and only for Cody to come back and beat him. How
Yeah,
does that? And like he doesn't have to call his shot. He can, backstage and kayfabe wise, he doesn't have to call his shot. But backstage, they all know that's going to come at MSG in October. Yes,
right.
Cody is going to lose at Mania. I am almost willing to put money on it.
Mm.
So, but yes, the bigger of a star and more unbeatable of a final boss that Roman appears in the grand scheme of things, the bigger of a baby face and the bigger of a title change this is going to be in October. Guaranteed.
I still want to ask: do you know how big of a risk that is? Do you know how big, huge risk? You're going
Let
to
me just
sit
tell
here.
you something. How does
You're gonna sit
WWE? How can I ask you a legitimate question? When has WWE ever legitimately cared about losing a few fans?
now up under the mindset? We got to think different mindset, different.
Because they'll always come back.
Now. We're talking different team now. If I'm gonna preach this until the day I die. Under Vince McMahon,
Jen, it is.
Under Vince McMahon, it's what night and day. Is you don't know, Vince could give you a good show one day and give you a bad show the next day. If it's now Triple H, now I don't know. Like I said, this is like the legit first time that we actually have some creative going on the main roster. We understand that there can be hit and miss shows as well for Triple H, but as far as the creative, I just want to see how's this is going. This is his first WrestleMania, and I'm not gonna say it's predictable or anything like that, but Triple H should know. Triple H has probably been up under a microscope. Of course, he's been up under a microscope of how he's going to handle this story when it comes down to Roman and Cody and the bloodline and whatever else is going to go down. The thing about it is this: Triple H understands, and I think he's in the know-how when the fans want the change. And if they want to swerve it and keep Roman the title, I say you better introduce Tama Tonga at WrestleMania. He
I
costs
think
us.
they're feigning the swerve right now. I really think they are. Or their pivot. I really think they're feigning the pivot and just pretending like they are
Yeah.
in some way, shape,
And,
or
and if,
form. Like
if
there's too
they
many
change,
holes for them. There's too many holes in gray areas right now for them not to be at least just swerving all of us on a pivot. But
yeah,
um, let's see. It's in October's PLE wouldn't be special enough and then promise Cody the belt the next WrestleMania after that. Well, here's the thing. If you give Cody the Money in the Bank, where he and when's that, in July?
yeah, Money in Bank's in July 6th, I think.
Okay. But you have Cody basically after he loses at Mania, you have him go through a few programs dealing with The Rock. Maybe Roman, maybe tag team action somehow, some way, depending on who else wants to be involved. Seth said he would be involved, but I think after the fact, if Drew doesn't take the title, there needs to be a unification angle come in where Cody finally says, "Well, fuck, I've exhausted all of this. You want your match, Seth?" And he finally agrees, and they go after that. But ultimately, if Cody wins Money in the Bank, and then he somehow gets taken out because they see that he's on a warpath and he's got every ability to take that title from Roman, then the bloodline lays him out, and he's out for a month or so. He's out for a month and maybe 2 months, or at least however long it takes to get from Money in the Bank to a little bit before the match in October.
Right,
Perhaps
right.
if Cody just returns, like if Cody just returns randomly with that briefcase when he's been projected to be out for a while, he comes back with
Yeah,
that briefcase only for him to win the title. That makes him that is just the biggest fucking win that you could ever consider. And
yeah.
I don't know. I think
I,
that
I, I, I
it's
can see
all in
that
how
though.
they play it. It has to be careful. They have to carefully play it. Like say, there's a lot of ways they can change direction and pivot from then till now, or from now till then. Excuse me, and it not go down the way I think. But at the same time, they've got a lot of time and uh, capability of playing this out very carefully if they think things through logically. And
Yeah,
there's a few other logical ways to do this, but I mean, ultimately, if they want to have Roman replace Hogan as the number 3 title reign, then that's kind of how they need to do it.
you guys know how I
I'm
feel
not
about
going to
the
say.
situation. You guys know how
Mhm.
I feel. You guys know that I think they should pull the trigger on Cody now
Mhm.
while the fire is white hot. You need to pull the trigger on
Mhm.
Cody now. If you want to just cool that fire off until after SummerSlam at the October show, number one, if that is a Madison Square Garden show, it better be shown on the network. If Cody is going
Yeah.
to win the title, it needs to be on the network.
Mhm.
Now, I think maybe we need to wait. Maybe they announce something before WrestleMania that Madison Square Garden show will be televised or be on the network. Because other than that, I do not see Cody winning at a non-televised house show. I'm never going to
Yeah.
see that. I'm never
No,
going to see that.
it needs to be televised.
It needs to be televised. Whether Cody
Whether
cashes in
it's
the night of Money in the Bank, or they wait, or Cody cashes in at SummerSlam, or fuck it, he just wins the title
but the
at
but
Mania.
Cody cashing in needs to be a complete element of surprise. Like they just have nobody has it really. It needs to be a televised show, obviously, but they really just need to keep that under wraps because that is just the way to make things like the pop and the whole circumstance to be that much bigger. And especially after Roman is just the unbeatable boss, and we're all seemingly going into an abysmal state where we've got this fucking tyrant for a champion, and he wants to do anything and he wants to run roughshod, and whether or whatever the dynamic is at that point between him and The Rock, which I seriously think him and The Rock need to address their head of the table situation. Yes, the revolution will be televised.
It would have to be. Retribution, no thanks. So, but yeah, that it just can't be at a Madison Square Garden show where it's not going to be on a network or anything like that. It's definitely got to be.
Well, they need to find a way. They need to find a way to make it that way, because I mean, it is seriously the most poetic story that I could see coming to a head at MSG, specifically with the history there. It just makes every bit of sense.
I just got to hear it. That's all I got to hear. Like, you know, hey, the Madison Square Garden show is going to be televised on Peacock or whatever. Then I can say, yeah, they're going to give Cody the title there. But I'm still going to stick on Mania, man. I'm still going to stick on Mania. Like I'm like you say, I'm going to stay on my heel for this one. I just got a feeling that, you know, back-to-back Royal Rumbles, and you lost one Mania, you may lose this next Mania, but I'm kind of a little bit more confident he's going to win it. But if he doesn't, it's going to be not because of Jimmy. It's going to be not because of Solo Sikoa. It's not going to be because of Paul Heyman. It's going to be because of Tama Tonga. And that's why I believe that'd be the only way I'll accept Cody losing. If the bloodline gets a new member, and
it's got to be it's got to be a fuck finish. That Roman at this point, he doesn't necessarily need to beat Cody clean, because Cody needs to have some kind of fire under his ass that he's being unjustly treated, and the cheating is just gotten to a bad situation and level. So I don't know. I really think that they.
Yep. Speaking of,
there's a lot that they can do.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. Speaking of Cody, at the end of Raw, Paul Heyman came out and talked to Cody, and he had law enforcement backing him up, and basically he was begging Cody to reconsider wrestling Roman Reigns at WrestleMania for the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship. And the only thing Cody said, he in a frantic rage, he says he is done being nice. He just proceeded to whoop the hell out of the security that was there with Paul Heyman.
Mm-hmm.
And Paul Heyman got on not one, but two phones and said, call Roman Reigns and call The Rock.
The Rock.
So why is everybody trying to persuade? Like Drew was trying to persuade Seth to back out of his match, and now Paul Heyman is trying to persuade Cody to back off their match. Is this like what are they trying to tell us with these two championship matches? Both of them are trying to persuade each other to back off, but for what purpose? This is what they wanted. Go kick their ass if they're making a mistake. You know, yeah, exactly. Those off-duty cops. You know, so that's what that is. That was Raw in a nutshell. I'm not even going to go over the matches because the matches was whatever. I think one good match. I think we did have one good match on Raw. I forgot who it was.
Yeah.
I forgot who it was, but it was one good match on the Raw. So other news, I got a few more pieces of news here, and then we're going to get up out of here. I got to get ready for work here shortly. Chad Gable. If anybody saw the promo that Chad Gable put on X on Twitter, listen, I'm starting to believe that we're finna get a 3-way match. You didn't see it? You didn't see the promo he did? It was like a little video promo he did, and he was just talking about Gunther, talking about he's going to take what Gunther has and everything that he's worked for was to take Gunther down and stuff. I believe we're finna get a 3-way match at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental Championship.
It's very possible.
I think we're going to get a 3-way match.
Yeah.
We're going to have Gunther.
Makes every bit of sense to me.
Yeah, like we're going to have Gunther, we're going to have Sami Zayn, and we're going to have Chad Gable. All right, Chaos, man. Appreciate you for coming through.
Yeah, later, Chaos.
Shoot, have a good training. Hey, shout out to what was it, Paradise Valley, the wrestling that he be dealing with. Hey, and go subscribe to Chaos, man. Hey, the videos that he got on there, man,
do that.
they're top notch. They're of 100 quality. Just go holler at them. That's my brother, y'all. That's my brother.
What's up, man?
I'm say they gonna have y'all.
Hold on real quick. Hold on real quick. Yeah. All right. So yeah, I can see a 3-way match happening. Samoa Joe. I can see it happening. I'm gonna talk about Revolution. I know Revolution is Sunday. I'll be on Rob's channel watching it with them. I can see a 3-way match at WrestleMania. Something tell me Sheamus is going to come back at Mania. I don't know why. I just got a feeling that the Celtic Warriors coming back. I don't know why. I just got a feeling that Sheamus is going to make an appearance at WrestleMania. But Chad Gable, excellent video promo he put out there, man. It's very. It just tells a lot. It tells a lot. If anybody's seen it, bro, if you missed it, or if you might be looking for it now, huh? Oh, okay. Well, I'll send it to you because I even retweeted it.
I figured you would.
So, and my last story, the last story I got, and we're almost at an hour. This is a pretty little short show, I would say. This is actually a pretty short show. This is kind of quite nice. Quite nice. The last story I got for you guys is, the chairman of the board is back, but he's in NXT. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Former Pinnacle member, the formerly known as Ty Dillinger, the Perfect 10. Shawn Spears.
Yeah.
I loved it. I loved his, and nobody said anything about this. Nobody said anything about Shawn Spears.
Well, I mean, it's cool, and it's nice to know that he's in a position where he's going to thrive. But because I mean, at a certain point, there was fuck all that AEW was doing with him. So I mean, I am pretty much under the conclusion that he's not going to do anything specifically remarkable and game changing for NXT, but I think he's definitely gonna come in and have some decent programs. Do I think that Shawn Spears is by any means a real get for WWE? No,
absolutely
not really.
Absolutely.
But
I call him Universal. I call Shawn Spears Universal. I call him Universal.
Yeah,
he's a Universal.
He's one of those guys who can be good. He's one of those guys who can be good on any brand. However, just because he's got that ability to act and wrestle and everything under the sun. But the whole thing is that I think that after I saw what he did in AEW and just how little they had him on TV after a certain point, I think he found his character there, and he was meant to move on to WWE or to different things as Shawn Spears. Whether it happens sooner or later, I think this is a good move, but at the same time, I don't necessarily think it's going to be anything like remarkable for WWE.
Yeah. I mean,
Yes, he can, Patrick. He
you're
can.
right, Patrick. He can reinvent himself. This chair, he's not coming back as Ty Dillinger. That yes, we still say the 10, 10, 10. Yes, we say all that. That gimmick is gone now. He is Sean freaking Spears now in NXT. And I don't know how long he plans on being in NXT, but I do feel that he'll probably end up maybe making a small impact in the. If he goes to the main roster, it's got to be in a faction. I don't really see him really being a singles guy on the main roster. He has to be in a tag team or in some type of faction. So, but I don't
Well, and
see one that.
here's the thing. Oh, well, here's the thing. Just going with what's going made mention in the chat. Anybody can go from WWE to AEW, but what people are going to make the biggest fucking deal about, regardless of who it is if somebody goes and defects from AEW to go either back to WWE or to have their first go around in WWE from AEW.
True, very true.
That's they're people are
true.
always going to lose their minds over that, and like say people on the Universal. I love wrestling universally. Like there is no like I don't care really what it is because I generally watch everything that I can. Even TNA, even Ring of Honor, not as often as I should or feel like I should, but no. There I enjoy watching everything, and so I'm not going to be pissed off if somebody goes over there. I was a little like with Cody and other people. I'm more shocked more times than others. But I mean, with sometimes like the less you see of people on one TV show, and then they're definitely going to have some kind of better opportunity over in WWE, especially with NXT. It'll give him a little bit more chance to reinvent himself.
I can actually see him winning the North American Championship. I can actually see him winning.
That might be what they promised him.
Yeah, I literally could see him winning the North American Championship, maybe at Stand and Deliver, maybe. But and that might be all he needed before he goes up. Like, look, when he was in NXT, Triple H booked him right. That's how he had a name. That's how people knew who he was when he came out in the Royal Rumble.
You know, Jen, that's a fair assertion.
But that's
fair. That is fair.
And it is just recycling talent. That's all between AEW and WWE. People at WWE.
I mean, in reality,
hey, what did you learn over there? Let's put it to here. And people that come from AEW is like, all right, you learn this. See, Vince will be like, oh, forget what you learned. We're gonna teach you our way. Triple H will be like, hey, keep what you learned. Let's just add on what you got with us.
Well, and here's my question: Ty Dillinger was never really a heel when he was originally in NXT and WWE, right? He was never really a heel, right? So, in essence, him coming over, coming back to WWE from WWE as a heel from AEW, where he was, and realized that other side of his character, like for them,
we
for
never seen chairman of the board
in
WWE. We never seen chairman of the board in WWE.
Mm-hmm. For WWE to take this gimmick that was created over in AEW shows that not only is AEW doing things right, but they allow people over there to actually explore their pros and their cons and develop the nuances of their character. And I mean, obviously, it was worthwhile if they picked him up under that pretense. Excuse me.
Absolutely. And I can appreciate.
Yes, recycling talent. You can say that Sean Spears is a recycled version of Ty Dillinger, and or just a heel version of it. But I mean, let's hope he brings something new to the table that isn't necessarily brought over from AEW. Let's see him completely do something new. Remember every time people would be taunting Sean Spears in the crowd doing the 10, and he no, like he's playing off of it and sometimes having fun, but at the same time, that's not who he is anymore. Yep. So I mean, let's just hope that he reinvents himself. If he's obviously going to be that heel character, he steps away from the main things that he was doing in AEW to make him Shawn Spears and find that WWE Shawn Spears. That's really my take on it. I don't really care if he's there. Good for him, but I don't see it really becoming anything worthwhile at this point. Yeah, I mean, hell, who knows? He could come in the next month and blow everybody away and everybody want to move into the main roster. And within 6, who knows?
Absolutely,
But
yeah. I mean,
all things
we just
considered,
gotta wait and see now. It's a wait and see game, man.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm not gonna lie.
I'm happy for him, but I don't think it's gonna be great.
Exactly. Now I'm not gonna lie. I think the move for NXT to get him it brings a little. I'm not saying it brings a lot, but it brings a little buzz to NXT now. You know, it brings the hey,
bit.
you know, NXT got, you know, they got Shawn Spears. They starting to have a nice little decent roster going on down there. You know, you still got Mello down there. You got Ilya. You got Shawn Spears. You know, you can put some matches together and create some decent matches. So, where I'm willing to, I'm not gonna watch, but I'll try. But I'm willing to see where they take Shawn Spears heading into NXT Stand and Deliver. So.
Right.
But guys, that's all I got. That's all the news. We just hit an hour. Hey, this was a simple show, man. I would like to thank my bro from the Mo for coming on and discussing these businesses and issues. Y'all make sure y'all go follow him. There's his social handle right there. Also, you can go ahead and hit him up on his Cash app as well. Help out the baby nephew. And I'm sure my bro from the Mo can always use a ice cold brew every now and then. Also,
yeah, I'm trying to tone it down a little bit, but
hey, we all are. Also, follow my boy Rob on YouTube on all platforms. Funny Rob, baby. That's how you do it right there. You know what I'm saying? There's his Cash App as well. If you want to donate to the channel, mine is scrolling down at the bottom. 4 Horsemen 4. Y'all make sure y'all hit me up, but all I really want is your thumbs up to help out the algorithms. Let's get the watch time hours up. We're sitting at 708 subscribers, man. 292 subscribers away from that 1,000. And we're going to get there, y'all. We're going to get there, damn it. I just need y'all help to make sure that we share the content so other people can find out how to find us here at the Baby Resort, and so they don't miss out on nothing. Also, he's not here, but my boy Hooli, make sure y'all go hit him up on Twitter, Hula Grim. I forgot how he actually spelled it, but it's something like that.
I gotcha.
And always, show your love. Man, I wouldn't be here without you guys, man. I do appreciate you guys for being here, man. I'm about to head out of here because everybody keep interrupting me when I'm trying to finish a show. But I'm about to head up out of here, y'all. Apparently, I am being needed, and I got a few hours before I go to work anyway. So, I said I was going to tell you. So, I got a live setup we're going to watch ECW 2005 One Night Stand right here on my channel on March 10th. I believe that's what it was. March 10th. And Rob is going to do 2006 on the 17th. So it's going to be my channel and then Rob's channel. And then by Rob's permission, I'm going to go ahead and do NXT Stand and Deliver. So the start time will be about 10:50 here. No, it starts at 10:30. So it's going to be 10:20 here, a.m. On the East Coast. It'll be at 11:20 for you guys. And then
that's how you find Hologram on X. At
Yeah, there it is, right there. That's how you found Hologram right there on X. You just go type his name in, send him a follow, man. Tell him the Baby family sent y'all, man. Big special thanks to Dr. Evil Genius who was up here in the chat, man. We're going to do UFC 300. Me, Jeremy. We're going to get our notes together, and then we're just going to hit Dr. Evil Genius with all types of questions. We're going to hit him with these who do he thinks is going to win. Yeah, we're just going to put Dr. Evil Genius in front of the camera. We're going to put the microphone. We're going to get the paparazzi set up, and then we're going to have him start flashing pictures and asking him questions and stuff.
Well, hey, don't scare him now. I don't know if he's ready for all that.
But I mess with you. I love you, Dr. Evil. Love you too, Mrs. Evil, man. Hey, it's your boy
Yeah, I love you
BiggOh.
guys.
This is the Mid-Most Smart, man. We up out of here, man. Deuces, ooses. We gone.
Deuces.
I don't even know why I try anymore. I don't.
And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I give you your IWC Trios champion.